Good morning, everyone. Welcome to the Operator Relief Fund podcast series, Stories with an Impact, powered by Carasoft. Our inaugural episode here, we are filming on location in Carasoft in Northern Virginia. And I'm going to be very honest with you guys, this podcast series is not necessarily about what we do, right? If you want to learn all about the mission of the Operator Relief Fund, check out www.operatorrelieffund.com. This series is about the people and the stories that make our mission possible. And today's guest from Carasoft is Joe Tabatabayan, a huge supporter of the Operator Relief Fund. And as we dive into his story, you're going to learn, basically the culture behind Carasoft and the man that has become such a prominent figure, and not only in our events, but our outreach as well. So, Joe, thank you for coming on today. Appreciate you being the guinea pig to get this thing kicked off. So thanks for
having
coming.
me. Yeah, looking forward to it.
Awesome. So what I want to get into is, and we talked before we turned the cameras on, right? This is not about an infomercial for Operator Relief Fund. This is not an infomercial for Carasoft. But there's something that I've noticed just in working with you and working with the entire team that I think is incredibly rare and it's incredibly unique. You have a company the size of Carasoft and a nonprofit relatively as small as Operator Relief Fund, right? There's a reason why I'm sitting in this chair. There's a reason why we're in your building. And so that's kind of what I want to dive into. And so if you don't mind, tell us a little bit about the man that Joe is, right? What do you do and what did you do before Carasoft?
Sure. So I started here at Carasoft in 2012, so I'm on my 13th year here now. I've been a sales director here, managing a few of our emerging vendors and some of our more strategic ones as well. But it's been a great journey so far. We haven't always been this size. When I started, there was 170 of us, and today there's just about 4,000 of us. So just to hear you talk about who we are now, we haven't always been this size.
Yeah.
So it's been cool to watch this company grow from the day I started.
Yeah.
The doors opened in 2004, but to see the growth year over year from not only a revenue perspective, but from a personnel perspective, has been a great place to kind of work.
Talk a little bit about that. So, 13 years here, walking through the halls, walking through the different floors, right? There's a specific, what I'll call like demographic. Like this is a young happening place.
Absolutely.
Right? Like, we were joking before the cameras turned on about The Office, right? And funny jokes. Like, what was it like to, day one Carasoft? You show up, bright-eyed, bushy-tailed Joe. What does day one of Carasoft look like for you?
The world was different, right? This was all pre-pandemic, so everybody was in the office every day together, and that was kind of part of what drew me to the company, right? Yeah. One of my best friends from college was working here, and he said, "Hey Joe, great place to work, great environment." I walked in for my interview, and it was a casual Friday here, so people were wearing Jordans and jeans and a t-shirt at first, and that kind of threw me off.
Love it.
But then I got to realize the culture here and kind of the people and how they work together really well together, and it's just been a really cool ride. But day one, everybody kind of brought you in. Everybody spent a lot of time going to lunch together, getting to know each other, training each other, and kind of building that camaraderie, and I think that's led to why I've been here for 13 years. I think it starts from the top, and working for people like Craig and Mike has been great because having that same boss for 13 years is great, and it kind of really helps you grow within the company.
Sure. No, I love that.